PlayStation Studios face challenges to develop live services, PS Portal sells out after pre-orders go live, a bunch of Spider-Man 2 news including a new bundle, Sony explains the removal of Night of the Old Republic posts, and a lot more in today's PlayStation News Quickfire Edition. Let's get to them. According to Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, Sony's PlayStation Studios reportedly faced challenges when shifting towards live service games under the leadership of CEO Jim Ryan. Despite maintaining a commitment to single-player experiences, the company's move into live services has been uncomfortable for some studios. Major Sony studios like Guerrilla Games, Naughty Dog and Insomniac Games have been working on live service projects, with some reportedly facing cancellations or overhauls. Sony's acquisition of Bungie also raised skepticism among insiders who question the coherence of PlayStation's vision. PlayStation Portal, the $200 handheld device designed for remote play with the PS5, has reportedly sold out in pre-orders across all retailers in Japan and also Amazon in the US. However, it remains unclear how many units were allocated to retailers, and it's possible that Sony sees it as a niche product within the PlayStation community. Sony is releasing a new Marvel Spider-Man 2 PS5 bundle that includes a standard edition PS5 console, a DualSense controller and a download code for the game. This bundle is a more affordable option compared to the limited edition bundle and will be available on launch day this October 20th. While the price has not been specified, we could guess it will be the same as other console game bundles, so around $570 since it's a disc console. Review copies of Marvel Spider-Man 2 have been sent out in advance of the October 16 embargo date. Spoilers ahead. A leaked image of the game's main menu screen has generated excitement among fans. Some have drawn parallels with the controversy surrounding Starfield's menu screen. With copies around, Insomniac also asks fans not to spoil the game for others, but it's the internet, so make sure to take the necessary precautions to avoid spoilers. A PS5 player has achieved the Platinum Trophy for Marvel Spider-Man 2, revealing it took approximately 30 hours to Plat, although the game is rumored to be 15 hours long. This completion time is similar to the previous PS4 game, which also took around 25 to 30 hours to Platinum, depending on the playstyle. The player, ChrisGaming95, shared this information on Twitter, but later deleted the tweet due to the attention it received, but you can verify it's legit on any trophy page. Adidas has unveiled a $220 pair of Spider-Man themed shoes inspired by the game. These shoes, part of Adidas Ultra 4D Advanced Collection, feature the Spider-Man red, white and blue design, with Venom-inspired tendrils creeping up from the black sole. The tongue of the shoes has a red web design and the white Spider-Man symbol. Despite the price, the initial stock sold out quickly, but more may become available soon. Additionally, a Spider-Man themed t-shirt is also available. Marvel is reportedly planning a significant push into the gaming industry, with EA-developed titles for Black Panther and Iron Man being part of this strategy. The move comes after mixed results for recent Marvel games, such as Marvel's Midnight Suns and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Alongside these EA projects, other Marvel games in development include a Wolverine game by Insomniac, a Captain America title by Skydance, and of course this month's Marvel Spider-Man 2. Sony has clarified the removal of social media posts related to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, citing the expiration of music licenses as the reason. The game was announced as a timed PS5 console exclusive in 2021, but it has faced challenges, with reports suggesting changes in development teams from Aspyr to Saber Interactive, and now speculation of its status due to the post removal. It remains unclear why music licenses for the game's trailer, which featured Star Wars music, would expire. EK Waterblocks is offering a $450 monoblock called Quantum X for PS5, allowing users to liquid cool all components on both sides of the console's board. The product includes a nickel-plated electrolytic copper cooling block, a transparent acrylic window, addressable RGB LEDs, and cooling ports. However, it doesn't come with the entire liquid cooling setup, requiring users to have their radiator, pump, fans, tubes, power supply, and micro ATX case. Disassembling the PS5 is also necessary, and compatibility varies with different PS5 models. Pre-orders are expected to ship in late October, with delivery starting November 3rd. A modder has achieved 60 FPS performance for Driveclub on the PS5. That's the racing game developed by the now defunct Evolution Studios. Despite its troubled launch in 2014, Driveclub eventually became a visually impressive simcade racer. The modder's work demonstrates how the game could have looked and played even better. However, the closure of Evolution Studios and potential licensing issues make it unlikely for Driveclub to officially return or receive a remaster on the PS5. Sony and Polyphony Digital have announced the shutdown of online servers for Gran Turismo Sport on January 31, 2024. As of December 1, 2023, all add-ons for the game will be removed from the PlayStation Store, although previously purchased add-ons can still be accessed. After a shutdown, online services like Community, Open Lobby, and Sport Mode will be unavailable, along with custom libraries and online-related trophies. WWE 2K22 is set to shut down its servers on January 3, 2024, as announced by the game account on Twitter. This shutdown will affect community-created wrestlers, online matches, and other online modes. This in turn forces players who still want to engage in online gameplay to transition to WWE 2K23. Mojang has officially ended support for Minecraft Dungeons, a game developed by Double 11. The game, a cross-platform dungeon crawler spin-off, was launched in May 2020 and recently celebrated an impressive milestone of 25 million unique players. Mojang's announcement clarified that the game's update from last November marked its final one. The development team has shifted focus to new projects within the Minecraft universe, with no plans for additional features or content updates for dungeons. Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat, has sparked speculation about potential DLC characters for the latest installment in the series. He posted an image featuring famous slasher movie characters such as Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Mike Myers, Pinhead, Jigsaw, and Ghostface, with ticks and question marks on their faces. This has led fans to believe that these characters might be included in Mortal Kombat 1 as DLC, and earlier data mining has hinted at the inclusion of Ghostface in the game. Data miners have also uncovered the themes for the Disney Speedstorm 2024 seasons, including The Little Mermaid, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Wreck-It Ralph, and Tron, each with new playable characters. The game launched as free-to-play last week, and while developer GameLove has not confirmed the leak, they revealed Season 4 is based on Aladdin and Season 5 will be Frozen themed. Hunt Showdown is set to receive a native PS5 version and an engine upgrade in April 2024, as announced by developer Crytek. The upgrade will align with the next CryEngine update and will offer 4K visuals, improved controller support, and input enhancements. While these changes may affect less than 10% of active users, they aim to enhance the experience for the majority. PS4 players will have a free upgrade path to the PS5 version, but support for the game on the PS4 will end in April 2024. Remedy Entertainment's creative director Sam Lake has described the upcoming Max Payne remakes as a big project. While discussing the release of Alan Wake 2, Lake acknowledged the challenge of updating the iconic third-person shooters for modern audiences and hardware. Although Remedy has not revealed many details about the remakes, CEO Tero Bertala has stated that production on Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes has progressed well. The interview also touched on Remedy's plans to balance sequels and original IP, emphasizing the studio's commitment to growing its Remedy-connected universe. Team 17, the developer behind the Worms franchise, is facing significant layoffs, particularly in its QA department, with about 50 roles at risk. The CEO Michael Pattinson is also expected to leave. Team 17 confirmed the layoffs and the CEO's departure, while assuring that its Astragon and Story Toys businesses remain unaffected. The company's shares have been declining in 2023, despite reporting a strong revenue growth for the first half of the year. These layoffs add to the challenges faced by the UK video game industry, and just last week we had news of possible cuts at Creative Assembly after Sega cancelled live service Hyenas. Hoping for the best to everyone affected by these cuts. SAG-AFTRA's negotiations with the gaming industry have concluded without a deal to amend the interactive media agreement, covering aspects like compensation, streaming rights, and the use of artificial intelligence. The current agreement will remain in place as both parties make a final push for a resolution, but if no deal is reached, The union recently voted in favor of authorizing a potential strike against major game companies, including Activision, Disney, Insomniac Games, EA, and more. SAG-AFTRA's previous strike, lasting 183 days from 2016 to 2017, had repercussions such as non-union actors being used in certain games. And those are the PlayStation stories for today. What are your thoughts on them? Let us know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up or down to let me know your feedback. Check out more content you may like as well, and subscribe for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!